What's up, everybody? It is Gabe Ramirez, and I'm super excited to be talking about the latest victory for the Chicago Fire against the Vancouver Whitecaps. And we get to do it with someone who played a pivotal role in the match. Of course, we talk about Philip Zinckernagel. Philip, it's good to chat with you, man.
You too, man.
Bamba into the edge of the 18. Priso had trouble handling it, and what a finish from Zinckernagel! And the first MLS goal for Philip Zinckernagel, and it puts Chicago back in front.
All right, so first, before we talk about the team, I really just want to talk about the win, right? I mean, it's the third on the road. It does a lot for a team that has a lot of new pieces. How do you feel personally, after a stretch like that?
No, like you said, massive win. Third on the row, amazing. Haven't been done in 16 years, which is pretty impressive. Just feels great. There's amazing vibe in the group at the moment, and being able to also go and win it against a team from the other conference is pretty big, because then you kind of get to grow on the table, which is pretty nice. And yeah, just really proud of the team. Especially,
you're missing some pieces, right? Guti gets the call up, Kellen's still dealing with injuries. What is that like, being on the road and knowing that you're missing some of your key components behind you?
I mean, obviously it's not ideal, but at the same time we have great players stepping up, and I think Sam played a great game. I think Mari's been good in the midfield the last couple of games, and I mean, it's good we have this competitive in the group, which means that once someone's out, there's another one ready to step up. And yeah, that's just great that we show that we have enough quality in the team to go and win even without two of our main players.
Yeah, definitely quality. One of those guys that stepped up, Leo Barroso, right? He's the guy that gets the hockey assist, so to speak, to you on the first goal. What a ball. And talk to me about him specifically, because this is a guy who was dealing with injuries himself, right? Gets on the pitch, scores a goal, kind of finding himself, but a great ball to you on the outside.
No, he's been great. I mean, like you said, struggling a little bit with injuries. But I think overall he's been adapting really well to coming to the States. He's pretty young, doesn't speak the language. It's probably pretty hard for him. But yeah, he's so powerful. He's so talented, like both offensively but also defensively. He's actually really strong. And just having someone behind you that you feel comfortable with is obviously going to make it easier for me. And like you said, it's a great ball for the first. He basically, that ball, without that ball, there's no goal. So, I mean, that's the hard part. And then me and Hugo connecting is good. But I mean, that's the pass that kind of set up the whole goal.
But don't be so modest. All right. I mean, when you're looking at that,
it's true though.
But it's true. It sets up everything. You obviously, there's so many things that have to go right in order to get a goal. But your pass, I mean, when you look at it from multiple angles, there's not much room for error right there with that pass. So my question to you is this: you could have taken the cross just on the floor, could have went up with it. As you're approaching the ball, what's the mindset there?
I think in general, just it's usually faster when it goes on the floor, and it's kind of easier to predict where he's gonna run into it. But I mean, it's just timing, you just have a feeling and then you just execute. And then Hugo is always there, so. Yeah.
Feels good to have somebody that can put it in the back of the net, make sure everything looks good, or else we're not talking about a play like that. Speaking of back of the net, something that you were able to do at the back half of that game. Talk to me first before we get to the goal about, I think you do a phenomenal job on one side and then have Bamba on the other side. I mean, geez, if you're Hugo or anybody playing in the midfield, I mean, you're two guys that are playing at a high quality. What can you say about Bamba on the other side when you see him out there?
Bamba has a lot of qualities. He's been playing at high level, and he's always kind of he must be so annoying for the other defenders, he's always at them, he's direct, he's going in behind, he's on the ball. So like you said, just for Hugo to have him on the one side and then me on the other side must be pretty good, because he knows that there can be chances out of nowhere, which is something that Bamba definitely had that quality too. So I mean, yeah, I like it so far. Yeah. So I hope he does too.
Of course. So you're following the play, where you're scoring a goal, and Bamba has it on the outside. You get inside the box. What is it like? Because for the average person, for me or you watching at home, we don't know what that chaos is like when there are bodies around you, a ball is somewhat loose, and the opportunity for a goal is there. Talk to me about that.
It's probably just instinct, you're getting into the box and you kind of trying to win the ball, and then kind of reacting, playing on your instincts, and there's the space, you see some space and you go for it, and sometimes it works, and in this game it did.
Get it with the left foot. does it feel like a chip off your shoulder, or in that moment you just feel like you're contributing to the team's success at that point?
Obviously, it's amazing to score, and even better when that's the deciding goal of the game, and yeah, just a away trip as well. So the overall feeling is great, you know. But again, I mean, the goal in itself is not so important who scores, but it's important that we are getting into moments where we can score, and I think we look dangerous in every game, and yeah, we have that ability to kind of score out of nowhere, which is something that most teams don't have, which is, yeah.
Another thing that I feel like most teams don't have that I've seen with you guys is this, and it's me seeing it from afar, so tell me if I'm wrong, but it is this level of camaraderie amongst you all. Like, I don't know if Greg's like the glue for everyone, but it seems like everyone's on the same page. There's no egos. You guys seem to enjoy each other. I mean, obviously winning helps, all of that. But ultimately, it really does feel like you guys have a common goal and a common theme, and it's showing up on the pitch.
100%. And I mean, that was also one of the things that Greg brought in early, was like, we all benefit when we're playing well, and there's no room for egos. There's no room for stars. We have to like accept the different roles in the team, but at the same time be hungry and yeah, just competing with each other, because it makes us better. And then yeah, just having a very clear plan for what we're doing makes it easier, because then there's no one stepping out, and then yeah, just when you have quality around you, it's easier to be yourself. And yeah.
Well, we as fans, you know, see the quality. We've seen it on the road trip. Now you guys get an opportunity to come back home. You know, you've played a lot. You know, what is that like for a team when they get to come back home? What's the feeling that they get? Because we as fans, we're there to cheer, and we're happy you guys are back home, but what is it like from the player's perspective?
It's nice to win away, but it's never the same as winning at home. You know, playing at home is always the thing you're looking most forward to, and yeah, playing at home this Saturday is going to be great, and I hope we'll see a lot of fans. So winning at home is just different. It's just better. You know, it's more satisfying. So yeah, can't wait.
You know, when you think about, you know, the rest of the season for you specifically, right? What are the goals? What in your mind, what are you trying to accomplish this season personally?
Well, it's important for me that we reach the playoffs. I mean, that's the main goal, and obviously personally I want to score more goals. I want to create more chances and making more assists, but ultimately I think it's just progressing and getting better, and then getting, yeah, even more into this role that I have in the team, and just, yeah, taking steps every weekend. And I think what we've seen so far from the team, we can still improve, but yeah, there's a lot of positives, and yeah, try to be part of that and get some goals.
Well, more goals, more wins. That's certainly what we're trying to see this weekend against CF Montreal. 7:30, we want to see you guys at Soldier Field, and we want you guys following the action all season long. Chicago Fire certainly making that path to the playoffs, and we hope we can get there, and this guy is going to be a big part of it. Philip, appreciate you, man.
Yeah.